historic miscarriage of justice. The Army has overturned the convictions of 110 black soldiers for the 1917 Houston riots that left nearly 24 people dead. The soldiers, members of the 3rd Battalion, 24th Infantry Regiment, were also known as the Buffalo Soldiers and faced months of racial abuse and violence at the hands of the local police department. 19 of the soldiers were executed after being court-martialed. In a statement, the Secretary of the Army said, in granting the men honorable discharges, the Army is acknowledging past mistakes and setting the record straight. That is tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell. Good night.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 6. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm weather anchor Noah Moore. But yeah, Morgan, today another beautiful day, a beautiful start to the work week today.
Absolutely. 60s across the board. Oh, it's been so nice.
Sunny and 60. You can't really get any better than that unless you're a 70s fan like myself. However, we're not going to see any 70 temperatures throughout the next week. So just enjoy the 60s. But right now, live radar, a good clean sweep all across the area in our viewing area. So just enjoy the dry times as we will have some more isolated rain showers moving into the region by at least Thursday night into Friday. Now today's almanac, we ended up seeing a high temperature of 69 degrees. Our normal temperature should be around 60, so we're definitely a little bit above average for today. But our record high set back in 1909 of 80 degrees with our lows dipping down well into the mid 30s. So it was a little chilly start to the day. Hopefully everybody wore their jackets, maybe a coat, but high temperatures today. We ended up seeing temps well into the mid to upper 60s here in Glasgow and in Munfordville, and then 70 degrees out there in Madisonville. Back to you at the desk.
All right, Noah, a burn ban is now in effect for Barron County. Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd signed the order just before 5 p.m. today. The executive order cites the multiple recent wildfires in and around Barron County and the current fire hazard season as a reason for that ban. The ordinance bans all outside burning effective immediately until further notice. Well, our community's crash responders put their lives on the line every day, and this week we are pausing to celebrate them and learn more about how to keep them safe. This week is National Crash Responder Safety Week. Crash responders are those who clean up the roadways after a wreck or help with removing vehicles. As traffic ramps up during the holiday season, we are sure to see more responders on the roadways. It's a dangerous job that first responders need you to be aware of to keep them as safe as possible.
We've had fire trucks that have been hit. We've had rollback tow trucks that's been hit on the side of the road while trying to assist on a collision. So we've had first responders of all nature be struck by vehicles that either were traveling too fast, weren't paying attention to the road, or didn't get over like they were supposed to.
If you didn't know, Kentucky state law requires you to move over to the next lane if possible when first responders are out on the side of the roadways. So as the year comes to an end, the Kentucky State Police ask that we all keep our eyes peeled for those working to clean up those accidents. Well, we all remember last Christmas, right, when the temperature outside were literally numbing with readings of single digits and wind chills plunging the feels-like temperature into negative double digits. Now, these unprecedented winter conditions put a strain on power suppliers, Tennessee Valley Authority included. And this was ultimately felt by many people who get their electricity from the TVA subsidiaries. Since then, TVA has been winterizing their fleet, hoping to keep everything operating for at least 48 hours in 20-mile-per-hour winds and down to below 20 degrees at Fahrenheit.
These systems send real-time temperature readings to control rooms to allow our technicians to see when things might be getting ready to happen. And then also upgrading insulation, building enclosures, like I said, around equipment that could be exposed to the elements. And this has all happened pretty much since spring and summer this year.
The TVA says they are also working on forming contracts with surrounding energy suppliers to get additional help in the event something like this happens again. On more local news now, over to Logan County, a community is being fed thanks to a few seniors ready and willing to serve other seniors. News 40 reporter Carlisle Coppins joins us in the studio with more details.
For many seniors who live alone, it might not be easy to complete daily tasks like getting groceries, but now a few people are making that a little easier. Student leaders and ambassadors of Russellville High School and Logan County High School engage in a little friendly competition to give back during the holidays. With help from community partner Independence Bank in Russellville, the sweep grocery competition is not only feeding senior citizens, but feeding the character of future leaders.
It's so very important because there's a lot of times you don't realize that there are people in the community, maybe older people, that don't have anybody to come by and check on them, that they don't have just basic things, just food, to eat.
These opportunities to display kindness also raises awareness for high school seniors about the amount of people in need.
I just really love serving the community, and serving food to the senior citizens is a way to give back, so I'm glad that I can be a part of this.
The joy on the faces of those who receive groceries is unmatched, and the desire to continue to serve is now instilled in the students.
It's almost rewarding for my peers and I because we're able to go out into the community and help the ones that are in need, because it kind of gives you a different point of view because we're able to go out and understand how others are living, and it's, like I said, it's rewarding for us to be able to go out and help them.
The success of this year's sweep grocery competition has event leaders excited about next year and what they can continue to offer the local seniors in need.
As you see them get a little bit older and get to the point where then they're needing some help, and everybody needs help from time to time, to be able to help them, now when they need a little bit of assistance, it's just a great feeling.
This isn't the last time you will see seniors pouring into the community. For more details on how the day went, visit WNKY.com later tonight. Morgan.
All right, Carlisle. Well, continuing with feeding the community, Teresa's Restaurant plans to continue their tradition of giving a Thanksgiving meal to the community this year. The local diner will offer a full free Thanksgiving meal to anyone who comes to their restaurant on November 24th, continuing a tradition from the original owners of the restaurant.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it because it's really neat to see that we all as a family come together as Teresa's Restaurant to provide for our locals that come in every day and our community, and for anybody that's not getting a Thanksgiving meal.
Volunteer slots are still available at Teresa's. Anyone who wants to help serve the community is welcome to apply at the restaurant. With food prices still high, many people struggle during the holidays to put enough food on the table or to celebrate with their families. Some local hunters are working to fix that. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey has more.
Uncle and niece Josh Goodhue and Peyton Woodward are two links in a chain that voluntarily processes deer from hunters who donate it to a good cause.
They're always excited when they call. They're like, hey, I got a deer. Can I come drop them off? Absolutely.
Working with a number of different meat processors, the group led by Josh Goodhue gives all the meat to Farmstead Butcher's Block, who then gives it to families in need, mainly in Logan County.
Last year, we kind of started friends, family, whoever knows somebody, we would do it that way. And we were able to take in, total last year was 989 pounds. This year, we have already processed and donated in hand at Open Hearts 960. So we're just shy of last year's total.
Hunters from all over have donated their game to the group's network, including some new hunters.
So usually when they drop off, I ask their story. I said, what's the story on this deer? We actually had two kiddos. It was their first time hunting, and they wanted to donate their deer, and they were so proud to be able to donate their deer.
The group and Goodhue are happy to be able to help families in need.
It's a blessing to be able to help serve the surrounding counties here, and just really glad to be able to do it.
In Logan County, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
All right, Tucker, two cultures are coming together today to share lunch with the community. The CARE program in Bowling Green hosted a lunch featuring different foods from Africa and Afghanistan. This is part of their empowerment initiative for refugee and immigrant women in the community. This week featured African spaghetti, bread, an Afghan beef stew, and a spiced rice. However, for one African immigrant, it's not just about the food.
This is expressing our culture, expressing our values, how we like sharing everything, but also it means to empower women. Women needs to be empowered. You know, we have a lot of things that we do, we like doing when we are back in our countries, but we were not able to do it here. But by coming together and doing that, what we are doing right now, it empowers us.
The lunch takes place every Monday from 11:30 to 1:30 at the Soki Marketplace in Bowling Green. There will not be a lunch next Monday, however, due to the Thanksgiving holiday. Well, in health news now, your daily skincare routine or lack of one may be dimming your youthful glow. Tonight's Health Minute, we take a look at the top 3 anti-aging mistakes and how to avoid them in honor of National Healthy Skin Month. It's your body's largest organ, but we don't always take the best care of our skin.
They don't treat it with the same respect sometimes as they do their internal organs.
Skin not only protects your body, but keeping it healthy can also slow the aging process. The first and most important common skin mistake made is not protecting your body from the sun. Not only does exposure to UV rays cause damage that could lead to cancer, but it's also a cause of early aging. Wear and reapply a high-quality, mineral-based, broad-spectrum sunscreen, even when it's cold outside, says Dr. Nicholas Sinclair with Cleveland Clinic.
I think sometimes people get into a little bit of trouble when they're out in scenarios like skiing in the wintertime or doing yard work, things that they don't think about as a high sun exposure activity.
Sinclair says the next mistake is smoking. It too raises cancer risk, but can also cause premature wrinkles and facial aging by restricting blood flow, which can deprive skin of oxygen. A final mistake, not having a good skincare routine. Sinclair recommends a 3-part regimen with some sort of antioxidant like a vitamin C serum that should be applied in the morning. A gentle cleanser, one that cleans but isn't abrasive. And finally, a retinoic acid, which should be put on at night to increase collagen and cell turnover.
It does not need to be expensive. It does not need to be fancy. There are some great brands, and it really doesn't need to be a over-the-top regimen.
Well, still to come on News 40 at 6. With less than a week until the government shut down, all eyes are on Congress to see if they can pass a spending bill by this Friday's deadline. The latest details in just a bit. But first, weather anchor Noah Moore is back after the break with a full look at our forecast. That's coming up next.
WNKY News 40. Broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Kroger gives you so many ways to save. On top of our lower than low prices, enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
It's time for Nat's annual Christmas Bikes for Kids.
And you can help by donating a new or gently used bike.
At Nat's Outdoor Sports. The bike shop at Nat's Outdoor Sports will make any needed repairs.
And the Bowling Green JCs will distribute bikes to underprivileged children throughout our community.
Nat's will be accepting new and used bikes until December 5th. Nat's Bikes for Kids, sponsored by WNKY News 40.
I'll hit Woohoo 107.
And these great sponsors.
I suffer with psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis. I was on a journey for a really long time to find some relief. Cosentix works for me.
Cosentix helps real people get real relief from the symptoms of psoriatic arthritis or psoriasis, serious allergic reactions, severe skin reactions that look like eczema, and an increased risk of infections, some fatal, have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
I move so much better because of Cosentix.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentix.
Start your day off with Rich Pond Market and Deli. With a wide selection of breakfast favorites and our world-famous tenderloin biscuits, you'll be sure to dig the pig, where the community comes to meet and eat. Rich Pond Market and Deli.
Injured in a car accident? At Flora, Tappan & Stewart Accident Injury Lawyers, we're dedicated to getting maximum value for our injured clients. experience. Only our top attorneys will represent you. Personal representation with local attorneys who care. Commitment to our clients. Get maximum value. Call Flora Tepper & Stewart for big results with local top attorneys.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time. Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
I wake up every morning asking, what's happening in the world? Why is this happening? And how do we answer that question?
We're back with weather anchor Noah Moore on what has been a beautiful start to our work week.
Yes, indeed. Sunny in the 60s.
Yes.
A really good day to get outside and at least enjoy the day, the afternoon, or walk around the block really quick. You know, like it's always about the little things
Absolutely.
sometimes. But yeah, no, as we go throughout the rest of the work week, we are expected to have warmer temperatures well into the mid 60s, so it's going to be slightly above average. But right now, it cooled down well into the mid 50s at 54 degrees. Winds are light and calm through the remainder of the afternoon and evening. Now, humidity is at 49% and our dew point is at 35, so very dry conditions out there through most of our viewing area. Now, looking live outside at I-65 southbound at Cave City, 60 degrees. And then over at I-65 southbound at the Tennessee state line, 56. Really good flows with traffic. Really decent weather for driving around, too. Now, temperatures we are seeing right now well into the mid to low 50s here throughout most of us. Here in Gamelia, 52. Munfordville, 60. And then Litchfield, 51 degrees. Madisonville still hanging on by 57 degrees. Now, our dew point temperatures, like I said before, we are all seeing very dry conditions with dew point temps well into the mid 30s. Winds are mainly coming down from the north down to the south and giving us a nice cooler breeze as we go throughout the rest of the overnight into tomorrow. Now, here's the past 4 hours of your clouds and radar. We really didn't see much of any showers today. As we're going to go throughout the next couple days, we are going to stay nice and dry. But looking out, we are going to continue to have another band of clouds moving through the area. So we are going to have mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight. Now, we do have that cold front moving out of the bluegrass state, and that's going to continue to move in through the East Coast. While we are going to have a high pressure system off to our north, that's going to have winds revolving around it from the north down to the south, giving us really cooler nights as we go throughout the next couple of days. Now, live radar right now, good clean sweep, nothing too much to talk about there, but throughout the next 40 hours, we are expected to still have that that flow of the air moving around the high pressure system, giving us really cool nights and really warm days. As we are going to be on the other side of that, that's going to continue to have our wind direction switch up to the south, or from the south to the north. So that is why we are going to have a little bit above average temperatures throughout the next couple of days. Now, here's our temperature trend. And we should be around 60. That's our normal temperature. So like I said before, we are a little slightly above average. But as we go into Monday next week, temperatures are going to dip down well into the mid 50s. Now, our rain chances, that's when we are going to continue to still monitor rain chances by Thursday night with a good 30% chance. But Friday, make sure you have your umbrella and rain jackets handy because we are expected to have a few isolated showers. Throughout the next couple hours, we will dip down with temperatures well into the mid to upper 30s, but tonight temperatures 38 degrees with partly cloudy skies and fairly dry conditions overnight tonight. But as we go right into the 7-day forecast, you will notice that by Thursday and into Friday, temperatures still remaining into the mid 60s and with a few isolated showers, maybe a little rumble of thunder. But here's what's coming up on CBS tonight.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
I'm waking up my day, so let's get it started, turn it up. morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day. News 40 sunrise way. I'm waking up my day. WNKY. Yeah, when you want the force to get you out the door. I'm waking up my day. The News 40 sunrise way.
Weekday morning starting at 6. Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
It's the annual enrollment period for Medicare Advantage plans, and you have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Give us a call today at 800-613-0787 for a plan review with a licensed agent. We'll help you make the most of your budget. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing, along with transportation, a gym membership, and $0 copays for prescriptions. We also have plans to help you pay for groceries, over-the-counter health items, and utilities like cell phone, all on a single prepaid MasterCard. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 800-613-0787 for your Medicare Advantage plan review. Find a plan with all the benefits you're eligible for. We're here to help, so you never go it alone. That's our anthem.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable year-round with exclusive Energy Smart technology. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com. Because life is too precious to be put on hold.
Federal employees are closely watching what is happening on Capitol Hill this week. Congress needs to act, or else all except essential workers will go home, and all federal employees will go without a paycheck just before the holidays. Natalie Brand has more details from Capitol Hill.
Congress has until this Friday to pass a spending bill to keep the government open. With lawmakers running right up to the deadline once again, federal employees are worried about their paychecks right before the holidays.
The vast majority make under $60,000 a year. They've got families to support. They've got kids to support.
House Speaker Mike Johnson has proposed a two-step stopgap measure to extend funding through January 19th for agencies including transportation, housing, agriculture, and energy. The other agencies, including Defense, Homeland Security, and State, would be funded through February 2nd.
There's nothing magical or mysterious about it. It would just be effectively two phases.
Already, the plan is facing pushback from some House GOP hardliners who are upset the proposal keeps funding at current levels and doesn't make cuts. Democrats have also criticized the plan, calling it a recipe for more shutdowns. And it does not include emergency aid for Israel, Ukraine, or the southern border, setting the stage for a separate fight.
I'm not going to make a judgment what I'd veto, what I'd sign, but let's wait and see what they come up with.
The Speaker's plan could come up for a vote in the House as early as Tuesday. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Offered by the guest chaplain.
Well, stay with us. News 40's Maxwell Trink is in the studio with a look at sports right after this.
I'm waking up my day. So let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on. Keep the morning moving right along.
Watch WNKY News 40 Sunrise for the latest in local news.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise.
Weather on the 4s to get you out the door.
Good morning to everyone at home.
And local events and entertainment to jumpstart your day.
News 40 Sunrise Way.
Weekday morning starting at 6.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Superior dentistry comes standard at Chandler Park Dental Care. We're dedicated to providing you and your family with the highest standard of care. Give us a call to set up an appointment today and experience superior dentistry at Chandler Park Dental Care.
BG Home Furnishings is the best place to shop and work. We stay motivated with daily massages.
It is just like the North Pole around here. Santa and his elves are delivering daily. We could make a calendar out of our delivery team. Meet Mr. November, always smiling and ready to deliver your sofa. For over 40 years, we are proud to be a locally owned and operated business. We are so thankful for the continued support of our community.
For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more staff, more lawyers, and recovering more than $15 billion. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Hey, Western Kentucky, we've got a look at the last Titans game, a preview of the next Titans game on the Mike Vrabel Show presented by SeatGeek. Come hang out with us.
Watch the Coach Mike Vrabel Show Sunday mornings on WNKY, CBS 40.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her.
How about Iggy?
Fella, don't do that. Big A. Oh.
Family Feud, weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
Do you realize what time it is?
What time is it?
It's MeTV time.
Me?
Watch me.
MeTV has more than 60 memorable TV series airing every week.
Penny Mason.
Bonanza.
Andy.
Mama.
Carol. All in the family.
The Three Stooges.
Max. Oh, clearance sale.
It's always a good time to watch MeTV.
Oh, where are they?
Watch WNKY MeTV 40 on these local channels.
MeTV.
Memorable entertainment.
Television.
Welcome into sports. It's officially postseason time for WKU volleyball. The Tops are coming off a massive sweep over MTSU to close out their regular season. WKU finishes perfect, undefeated in Conference USA play and will be the #1 seed in the conference tournament. Up first, they'll take on Jacksonville State. They are the 8th seed, and they will be playing the winners of Liberty and UTEP in the second round. Here's what Travis Hudson had to say about the strength of Conference USA.
This league has never been healthier in the sport of volleyball and is only going to get better from here because there's really good coaching going on in this league. And so, to stand up to that and not only beat every team in this league, but have to do it on back-to-back days. And most of those top 6 teams that we're talking about, we played on the road. And so just a lot to be proud of and says a lot about the leadership of our team.
Well, it was a rough weekend, and it has been a tough season for WKU football so far after falling to New Mexico State this past weekend. The Tops are now 5-5 on the year with a 38-29 loss to the Aggies on homecoming weekend. With a loss, WKU now falls out of the Conference USA Championship run. Here was head coach Tyson Helton's message heading into the final home game of the year. Well, WKU Lady Toppers are also back in tonight. They're taking on Cornell inside Diddle Arena. The Tops start off their season after beating Southern Utah 76-62. WKU will be looking for win number 3 in just a bit. We'll have that full recap tonight, but here's what head coach Tyson Helton had to say.
Got a lot to play for. Still trying to get bowl eligible. Hopefully we can get that done, but a good football team we're about to play. They're on a 2-game winning streak. They've played a lot of tough games in conference where it went down basically to the last drive of the game. So we got to play our best football this week.
Well, it was also a rough weekend for the Kentucky Wildcats in Lexington. The Cats hosted the Alabama Crimson Tide, who found themselves down early, 21-0, but they were not able to climb back into it. Cats fall to 6-4, 3-4 in SEC play with a 49-21 loss. Here's what head coach Mark Stoops had to say about the loss.
Well, for us, we got to put it behind us. We've lost to some good football teams. 3 of our 4 losses are top 10 teams or top 11 teams. 3 of them are top 11. All of them are in the top 20. Good football teams. We have to find a way. We had an opportunity in the teams that were just outside the top 10 or to make plays, to win those games. I'm as frustrated as most people.
And the Tennessee Titans lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Defensive back Elijah Molden had this to say about the defensive side of the ball for Tennessee.
I mean, I think we look at every week differently. You know, and when we are clicking on both sides, you know, at that point, like once we are clicking on both sides, we gotta go out there and force more turnovers and affect the ball, you know, pass breakups, all that stuff.
Well, tough weekend to be a football fan here in Bowling Green. I would say that much.
Absolutely, Maxwell, unfortunately. But a great week weather-wise.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to the bright
trade-offs. Yeah, trade-offs. Yeah, we're going to see temperatures well into the mid to upper 60s. Feeling a little fall-like out there with temperatures dipping down well into the mid to upper 30s. But don't forget that umbrella for Thursday and Friday. So.
All right, Noah, thank you so much. Thank you at home for joining us tonight. We will see you right back here tonight at 10.
Thank you very much. I thank y'all. I do. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much, everybody. Well, welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Well, we got a good one for you today. Returning for their 5th and final day with a total of $22,675 from Tucker, Georgia. It's the champs. It's the Woodson family. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the Carter